So, have you ever heard the saying that nice guys finish last? Do you agree? Yay or nay? I, for the most part, agree. I won't necessarily say they finish last, but nice guys get neglected. They get looked over. They get taken for granted. Just like a woman with brains. I mean, it's similar. Like, people look right past you. The nice guy opens the door for you. You walk through, might not say thank you, might not even look at the dude, because why should you? You don't need to. I didn't ask you to open the door for me. What, you trying to holler at me? No, I already got somebody. You're not my type. The nice dude's like, I just opened the door because you were coming through it. Like, it wasn't even about you. It was about me being nice. So nice guys, nice people, they give to the world. 10 out of 10 times they're nice to the world. 5 out of 10 times the world is nice back. So nice people are always kind of operating at a deficit. They give to the world doesn't really match it back. Now the problem is that nice guys, we're mostly talking about guys, nice guys finish behind. May not be last. I think the true, straight up, nasty inside, nasty outside assholes finish last. Maybe. Unless they got resources. But nice guys, whatever level you are on, whether you're a good looking dude, a dude with resources, a dude with muscles, a dude that's popular, or on a lower level, nobody really fucks with you, nobody really thinks you look good, nobody really likes your jokes, whatever level. If you are a nice guy in that group, you get respected less. It's fucked up, because we need more nice people in this world. But it's fucked up. If you're nice, if that's the foundation of what people know about you, you're nice, often you get taken for granted. Either because they're not always nice back to you, or they expect you to be nice to them all the fucking time, so that one time you were nice to them, oh my God. Whereas people who are more so, I won't necessarily just straight up call them assholes, but for lack of a better term, you got the nice guy and you got the asshole. The asshole people may not necessarily like, but they respect the asshole more than they respect the nice guy. Definitely. The asshole, you don't like their tactics, but they either got it done or you understand the hunger that made them go for it. So a nice guy, give you an example. Long time ago in my teenage years, I was on an actual date. Kicking it with this girl. Everything was going good. We vibing and this and that. I thought it was one of those moments. Kind of lean in for the kiss. But I asked her, I say, can I give you a kiss? And she was like, no, you can't ask. And I was like, what? I grew up raised by women, so it's like you respect women, you know what I'm saying? No means no. Like, you know what I'm saying? She needs to want you just as much as you want her. Like, this can't be a one-way street. So I thought it was that moment to move in, but I asked. And she was like, you can't really ask. You gotta just like go for it. I was like, okay. All right, info for me. But then, you know, if you time it wrong and you go in for it, and they're like, no, what you doing? Like, no, I don't feel that same way about you. No, not right now, this and that. But between the two instances, both instances, you vibing with the girl. Y'all got a nice little back and forth. Everything is going good. In the nice guy situation, you go for it, but you ask, maybe you get a kiss. Maybe. Or maybe like in my situation, she'd be like, you can't ask, you know, whatever that. I still to this day don't really fully understand that. Or you could go the other way route. Now maybe it's not just straight up an asshole route, but we're going to call it that for this conversation. So maybe you go the other route. And it's going good. We feeling each other, and I just go in and go for it. I'm telling you, from my experiences as I've gotten older, I'm a Gen X, I've been around a few corners, I've seen a birthday or two. I'm telling you, in the back of their head, deep down inside their body, even a little deeper, they're going to respect the one who went for it. You know why? Let me smoke on this one first. It's counterintuitive. It doesn't initially make sense. It's like turning into a spin. It's like you don't turn into a spin, you turn away from it. But when you turn away from it, you guarantee you go into that spin. It's counterintuitive. The reason why she's going to respect the person, not necessarily the asshole, that's just the label I'm giving. The reason why she's going to respect the person that goes for it a little bit more than the person who was nice it's because the person who was nice, even though he was thinking about her and thinking about what she wants and thinking about what her response would be, he left the door open for her to reject him. The dude that goes for it, he didn't leave the door open for her to reject him. Think about it. Now, you would say, in either situation, she can reject him because she's the one that opens the door. She's the one that says yay or nay, consent. But even though she was feeling me in that first situation, and we ended up having a relationship after that. So it wasn't like that ended the situation. But in that moment, it gave her another ability to pause, to put up another barrier, another obstacle. Like I said, we ended up in a relationship, so it wasn't like she didn't like me in that type of way. But the dude that would have gone for it is, one, not really giving her the opportunity to put up another obstacle in the way. And two, he puts the onus on her as far as what's being judged. When you ask to come in, they have that split second to decide whether or not you're worthy to come in, whether or not they want to let you in. When you just come inside, now I'm not talking about you knock down the door, not talking about you break in and sneak in through the window. I mean, you turn the knob, pull it open with a certain degree of confidence, and begin to step in. Now, they don't have that split second to judge whether you can come in. They now have to judge whether or not they're on point because you're entering. Think about if somebody came to your house or to your room. Say you were in a dorm. Say you go to college, you're in a dorm. You're in your house, you're in your apartment, wherever. If someone knocked, or your car, say you're in your car, like right now. If someone knocked on the window, knocked on the door, and said, hey, what's up, can I come in? In that split second, you have to think about whether you want them to come in. Yay or nay. But if they, without bum rushing you, without breaking in, if they turn the knob and open the door, they come to the passenger side and open it up and sit in. Now in that split second, I have to think, am I on point? It turns from them to me. And that little thing right there, psychologically, gives that person a little bit more respect than the nice person. So even though the nice person was like, hey, can I enter? The other person, like I say, didn't just invade your space, but the other person came in like they were supposed to be there. And in that moment, you readjust the whole situation in your head and think about whether or not you're on point for their visit. Whether or not your breath and your look and your hair is okay while this dude comes to kiss you. It's weird. But that's the underlying dynamic. Why nice guys tend to finish behind. It's because more assertive people, you don't have to be an asshole, but more assertive people, more confident people, more people that go get it, more people that, even if it's a fear of being left out, more people that, it doesn't have to be the opposite of being nice. I keep reiterating that. It does not have to be the opposite of being nice, which is mean, which is being an asshole. But if I'm going to be raw about it, I've heard of situations where women have laughed at nice dudes, trying to get their phone number, trying to approach them, and have ended up making out and fucking dudes that have abused them. I'm not saying, so then the answer is to go and abuse women. No. I'm a Sigma male. We don't do that. What I am saying is stop being so fucking nice, expecting it to come back in return. You either are nice because you're a nice person and that's what you want to do, but then you have to understand and recognize that there are going to be a lot of situations where you get taken advantage of. So here's what I advocate. And it doesn't work for everybody, but it works for a lot of Sigma males. Be a nice asshole. Be a nice asshole. I am a very nice asshole. I didn't say I have a nice asshole. I said I am a nice asshole. So I'm not really an asshole. But I have my moments where... So I had in one day, I own a couple of businesses, a couple of different businesses, so I do different work. I'm out and about doing different things. But I had in one day, in one stretch, for a couple of hours, I'm at one place of business, and I can hear somebody in the background referencing me. They don't know that I can hear them, but they're talking about me. And the lady's like, I really like him. He's a nice dude. I like him. You know, he always comes in, he carries himself a certain way, and this and that. He's one of the good ones. Hour or two later, I'm somewhere else at another account, and I can kind of pick up the vibe from these two ladies. They don't fuck with me. They don't fuck with me. And I don't know what happened. I don't particularly care. I don't really speak with them. I speak to just about everybody else but them. They don't really fuck with me. It don't really fucking matter. I mean, so, but that's what I mean. So, when you're a nice asshole, and it's authentic. When you're a nice, authentic asshole, then the people who get it, they pick up on that niceness, and they love you. The people who pick up on the asshole part, they don't fuck with you. But what real difference did they make? And then you get the third set of people who see that you can be nice and you can be an asshole, but what they love about you is you're authentic. You're authentic. So if it's something in which you would be nice about, you're probably nice to everybody. If it's something in which you're an asshole about, you probably would be an asshole to everybody. So at least that gives people a certain way to understand you. That's better than someone who's always nice. You're like, no one's always fucking nice. You know, when is the mask gonna slip? Or someone who's always an asshole because now we want to fuck you up and beat your ass. So, but when you're a nice asshole, it's like a jab and a power punch. Jab and a power punch. Like you can mix it up. You can bob and weave it in a certain way that's authentic. And so I had this one situation, and then I'll wrap this up. Chilling in my car, doing business on lunch break. Got my laptop out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like focused on things. I'm at a parking spot, a metered parking spot. So after a while I can literally feel like the Force, like the Jedi and shit. I can feel one of the parking meter people, one of the parking meter sharks in the area coming near my car. So they approach the side of my car, literally on the side of my car, but they're getting the license plates of the car in front of me. So I'm like, oh, they're reading their license plates to see if they should give that person a parking ticket. I assume eventually they're going to leave because they should see me sitting in the car. And if I'm sitting in the car, I'm either about to park or I'm about to leave. You don't need to give me no ticket. You don't need to read my shit. So she reads the parking, she reads the driver's, the plate, the car plate in front of me. And yet she still stays on the side of the car. So now after a moment or two, I'm like, are you... Because sometimes parking meter people be assholes. And they're like, put some money in the meter. Like, you sitting here, what you gonna do? So after a moment or two, I'm like, I know this motherfucker's not all in my shit, all grilling me, wondering when I'm gonna put a couple of coins in the meter or something. So now there's a certain part of me that's like getting defensive. That's like, I'm gonna have to go off on this motherfucker. I'm sitting here chilling in the car. I'm good. Keep moving. After about a second or two, I roll down the window and she looks over to me and she goes, just because you got pretty eyes don't mean you can just sit there. She was about 3 seconds from me going off on her because the asshole part of me was about to come out like, why are you sitting here next to my car waiting for me to put some, I was about to assume, and I would have been wrong, but that's what I mean. The asshole part was right there. It's like a flip of a coin. The asshole part was like, oh, you about to start some shit? Because I'm ready. And then she hit me with some shit that was nice. And then it was like, see, that's why you got to be nice. That's why you got to carry yourself authentically. I was about to say something authentically, and she'd have been like, that dude's an asshole. See the flip right there? But I didn't. I held it in. There was no need to go there, even though I thought I was going to have to. And then the interaction was, oh, that dude's a nice guy with pretty eyes. So I'm just saying, the nice guy part, yes, we need, and same for women. Nice women. Nice women get looked over. Nice women get looked over. Just like a woman with a brain. You know what I'm saying? It's like you get passed over for the woman with the titties half hanging out and, walking around in the thong. Just like the nice dudes get passed over for the asshole in a nice car or that's got a nice crib. So it kind of is what it is, but it's tripped out, though, that nice people get taken for granted versus people who are a little bit more assertive. Like I said, you don't have to be an asshole, but the people who are a little bit more assertive, a little bit more confident, people respect them a little bit more. But if you can be a nice asshole, you can kind of weave the two. It's got to be authentic, because otherwise you'll just fuck it all up and have everybody mad at you and not knowing what page you on. But if you can be a nice asshole, and here's the other thing: in my different relationships, deep relationships and not so deep, ladies, tell me if you agree or disagree. I have found that the times when I'm a little bit more assholish, sex is a little better. It's a little bit more often too. So I don't know how to judge that. Like, sounds like a win-win, I guess. I don't know. So, like I say, please, dudes, ladies, let me know if you agree with this, if you stuck around this far. I find that the times when I let a little asshole shine, I make the ladies laugh a little bit more. I show them on a certain level that I'm interested, but I also have options. And if it ever goes down to a certain point, the sex is usually a little bit better too. Go figure. So, the nice guys lose, finish last,